Okay, so it's time to finally talk about CTR and the current state of the game. Oh boy, dude, where do I even begin with this game? This game it's really good. It's a really good game. Now I've spent a lot of time with this game. I will even show you if you don't believe me. Almost 500 hours in the first 3 months of this game that has been out, and having played this game since I was a kid, I think this game is great. I think this game can be even better. And I just want to explain some of these flaws and some of the things that apparently it's just so hard to fix, man. I just don't understand why these things have been issues for months. Um, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about them today because it's gotten to the point where it's just like I've I'm losing hope when it comes to just some of these things getting fixed. And Um, it's really a shame to see this because this is a game I really like and I played as a kid, and the remaster is just so good that it's just seeing the potential of it go to waste is very disappointing. Anyways, there are a few things I want to address. This is mainly the Switch version, but it applies to all versions. I understand that the PS4 and Xbox version might have some things fixed that it isn't fixed on the Switch, but I play on the Switch version, and this version is very, very ignored by Beenox. It's kind of frustrating, and I will show you. I will show you why it's ignored. Anyways, let's go ahead and begin. So there's a lot of things that are just broken in this game, from the leaderboards to the online to even the gameplay itself sometimes. Anyways, let me show you. So one thing I like to do a lot is time trial. Whenever I'm not playing with friends or whenever I'm not playing online, I like to compete with people to get a good time on tracks, right? So, why? Why, Beenox? Tell me, why do I get frame drops on the Switch version? Now you can tell me, oh, maybe you're getting frame drops because you have a lot of space taken up in your system on your Switch. That I will say I don't. I have a lot of free space. I even use an SD card. Anyways, I will show you a clip right now of me TTing Cortex Castle and just randomly dropping frames for whatever reason. It's super annoying. Now you may be asking, oh well, frame drops, who cares, right? Who cares? Well, not really, because like Crash Team Racing, especially the remaster version, takes a lot of skill, right? And any frame drop that like messes up your controls just messes up your driving. Let's say you have blue fire, right? Let's say you have blue fire. It's very hard to control blue fire and maintain it. So like any little frame drop could mess you up if you don't react fast enough. Any little frame drop will mess up your driving, will make you hit a wall, an item, just anything. And you lose blue fire and lose the race, you lose your run. It's very, very annoying. This has happened to me so many times on the Switch version. It's very annoying. One of my goals for Cortex Castle was to get a 149. And I have done probably like 2 hours of runs to get 149. And like 5 of those runs were ruined thanks to frame drops. Like I said, I will show you the clip and then we'll go from there. Now, as you said there, obviously, very annoying. It got to the point where I was just like, if this happens again, I'm just not even gonna try anymore. I'm not even gonna try and go for the 149. But eventually the frustration got to me, and I eventually got it. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is also that not only are time trials already frustrating enough to do on the Switch version because of frame drops, this is also an issue on every version of the game, that the time trial leaderboards are glitched. For example, like here in Hotter Skyway, thanks to the patch that Beenox did for Spyro and Friends Grand Prix, which by now you thought, maybe they learned their lesson from, you know, maybe adding a checkpoint system or even like resetting the leaderboards. I know that's probably a hard thing to do, but this is just lame. It makes me now want a time trial, like the tracks. Because like, for example, Hotter Sky was my favorite track. I would love to time trial and improve on it. But you know, people have like 14-second times. It just doesn't motivate me to do it at all. It's super lame. Now I understand that there's Crash Team Ranking as well, which that's cool. But honestly, I just want a working leaderboard system here through the game. Like, it's just super lame to me how I can't even compete for leaderboards because there's glitch times. Like Turbo Track even. There's so many glitch tracks like Thunderstruck, Hotter Skyway, Engine Labs, Dingo Canyon. It's just it's super lame. It's super lame, and this is just another part of the game that just got ruined. And now I'm not blaming the players, obviously. It's Beenox's fault for, you know, glitches in the tracks and not fixing the leaderboards. It's super lame. Anyways, that's the leaderboard thing. Time trialing, I don't think there's even a point of me doing it anymore. I have uploaded Cortex Castle time trials on my channel for like the past month or two, and at this point, I just had enough, really. I had enough of frame drops. I've had enough of literally glitches every time Beenox puts out a patch. There's a new track. Like Out of Time recently, Out of Time has a glitch. It's just super lame. It's super lame, and I wish this would get fixed. That way, you know, if the frame drop would get fixed, the leaderboards would get fixed. It's just super lame that people work so hard for times just for them to not show on the leaderboards. So now we gotta go to Crash Team Ranking to see who got the world record on like Out of Time or Engine Labs or Hotter Skyway. You know what I mean? So that's really it for the leaderboards and time trials issues for me. Let's move on to the online. Now the online is is a section of itself. I could make an entire video about the online, but you know, let's talk about the online for a bit. I'll try to make it brief. The online in CTR, I don't think it's anything special. There's literally only two modes, basically one, because like who does battles, right? I mean, if you're a casual player and you love battles, and you know, I respect that. I respect that you like battles. You know, battles can be fun. Even though it's kind of hard to find one, you know, people are usually doing battles for challenges, which we'll get to later. There's only one option, and that's races. Single races. No cup races, no team races, just single races. Now you would think that just with one option, one mode, which is single races, that Beenox would at least try to make it good, at least playable. And it is playable, sometimes, when I'm not sitting in the lobby waiting for 30 minutes for a match. Now that's a bit ridiculous, right? 30 minutes? Well, sometimes it does take that long, because for some reason, every time I get into a lobby, like right now, someone is the host of that lobby. And if that someone leaves, then the whole lobby dies. If the host leaves, the whole lobby dies. Like, why is that a thing? Please tell me. It's super frustrating when I'm in a lobby. I find a lobby, and then at the last second someone leaves, so I gotta find another match again, and then it happens again. It's just a waste of time. I waste 10 minutes of my time trying to find a race, and it's like playing Overwatch. It's like trying to find a game in Overwatch with roll log, where sometimes there's just long queue times. Please, Beenox. If you're gonna have only one option online, which is single races, then please fix your online. Please add host migration. That way, these type of things don't happen. Where if the host leaves, the race dies, the whole lobby dies. Like, we're getting a race right now, right? Let's say we're racing. If the host leaves, if the host rage quits, then the whole lobby dies, and I face CPUs. Super lame. Like, come on, man. if like I said, if you're gonna give us one option, one mode online, then at least make it good. At least put the effort to make the online single races good, playable, you know? Because like with loading times and for the race to start and for all and then going back to the theme to the freaking menus. I'm sorry, I can't talk. Takes a while just to do one race. It takes a while. Now, honestly, like cup races, you know, they would be fun, right? But they would also decrease the amount of time we have to wait for in between races. You know, we just whatever you let people select. You let people select 4 tracks, or you have predetermined cups. You know, you have cups in the. You know, we have cup races, specific cups. So you let people pick 4 tracks. So instead of waiting, going back to the lobby, you just load in the next race. After the, you know, for example, if we're playing Inferno Island right now and the next race was, I don't know, Crash Cove after this one, then we don't go back to the, we don't go to like the select track menu, and then we go see like the podium. You know what I mean? So it would reduce loading times and the time it takes to just load in for a race. The online itself doesn't even like feel rewarding at this point. Like the only reward we get for like actually playing online is just a decal for the champion card, which is not even hard to get. Like getting in the top 5% is that's not even that hard to be honest. So I thought it would be at first, but you know, at least them adding like I don't know, even like a decal or like a paint job for every GP would make it more rewarding, I guess. Just more rewards for playing online because like I said, it takes a lot of time just to do one race. But yeah, anyways, that's literally my complaints when it comes to single races. I wish they would just fix the online. That way we don't have to wait as long. The host migration. The items, I'm not even gonna go into that because it's just lag. Sometimes like I jump over a beaker, but and it ends up hitting me anyway, and I think the host DC'd again because it didn't even show me a reward screen. Oh well. It's just not rewarding to play online. It really isn't. Like except when you're playing with friends, when you're racing just for fun, then I guess it's rewarding just for the fun of it. Anyways, yeah, the host died the host left. So now I have to find another lobby because the host left, and now just yeah, you get the idea. Anyways, private matches. There isn't really anything special about private matches. I mean, you can't do mirror mode online for private matches for whatever reason. Uh, we can't even. We don't have anything special. We can't even turn on off items. We can't add super turbo pads. There's just nothing special when it comes to private matches. And whatever, it's okay. I mean, I'm thankful that they at least have private lobbies. So, and we can also set the difficulty to no AI. So that's pretty cool. They added this little UI thing at the bottom where it shows the lobby which track they're playing on now. And yeah, that's private matches. Friends. Oh boy, friends. Anyways, this is only a Switch problem, right? So before we couldn't, we like season 1, we were able to join friends just fine, right? But then Back in Time Grand Prix came out, Spyro and Friends Grand Prix came out, and then all of a sudden we couldn't join friends for some reason. We just couldn't join friends. All of a sudden the system was like, nah, we're not gonna let you join friends for whatever reason, right? I don't know, NAT types, whatever it was. So for like 2 weeks, I was not able to play with my friends. Thankfully, some people through my Discord server and from a Crash Team Racing server, the one my friends run, they found a solution to how to join friends on Switch by just adding an A or a B to your name. and that was pretty cool, right? But before that, I went to Activision Support's Twitter to ask them, hey, why can't I join friends on my Nintendo Switch on CTR, the Switch version of CTR? And they told me, oh, sorry about that. We'll get a fix going for you. And if you guys don't believe me, I have screenshots of it. I can show you guys if you'd like. Um, they told me, don't worry, we are aware of the issue. And this was back in Time Grand Prix, so this was last month. And they said, don't worry, there's a fix going on right now. Don't worry about it, we'll get it fixed. We will update you when we have more information. And I said, okay, cool. Hey everyone, you know, there's a fix coming so that we can join friends on the Switch. And to this day, September 26, 2019, there's still no fix. I thought it would come with the Spyro Friends Grand Prix. Nothing. Now, the Switch recently added this thing where you can invite your friends. It doesn't work with CTR. It doesn't work with CTR. Maybe it will in the future. Maybe this is how they'll implement. Maybe this is how they'll implement joining friends. But we'll see. It's been over a month since they told me that there will be an issue on the Switch, a fix on the Switch. So, you know, without this A and B thing, adding it to your name, you will not be able to join your friends. And this has been a thing for a while now. So, thanks to the people that found this, we're able to play with friends on the Switch, because without this, we wouldn't be able to. And it's super lame that CTR on the Switch will not let you play with friends unless you know about this. So if I was like little Timmy at home who didn't have internet, well, not internet, like if he didn't like you look at YouTube or Reddit or whatever, right? Then he can't play with his friends. It's super lame. I don't even know why this is even a thing, like in 2019 where you can play with your friends online. Super lame. Anyways, there's one last thing I want to talk about. There's one last thing I want to talk about when it comes to flaws with this game. Anyway, last thing I want to talk about is a lot of people may think that I'm hating on this game. I'm not, okay? I'm not. I love this game, like I said at the beginning. Almost 500 hours into the game. Literally, this was the only thing I was talking about before the game came out. Literally the only thing. I have a lot of reasons why I love this game, okay? I am not a hater. If I'm doing this video, I'm doing it because I want this game to be better, okay? Now, one thing I really want Beenox to understand is that we really appreciate them when it comes to content. Like a lot of people are always complaining about just the content itself. Like honestly, like when it comes to like the Grand Prix stuff, like the skins and the characters and the tracks, honestly, they're doing a good job. In my opinion, they're doing an amazing job. I'm really liking the characters, like the skins, the Grand Prix rewards, and just, you know, the content itself. Beenox does a great job at it, but they just can't seem to fix the gameplay itself, the online itself. Just, I would rather them not do a Grand Prix for like October, for example, and just to focus on the online, just to focus on like the glitches, the bugs, the collision online that ruins people's races. You know, they've done a pretty good job at, you know, balancing the game. You know, they've nerfed blue orbs, they nerfed clocks. Like, I hope they know that they're doing a good job when it comes to content, but when it comes to fixing the online and fixing the game itself, they're just, it's getting worse. I feel like it's getting worse every day. And it's really a shame, like I said, because this game is really good. Like, Blue Fire is a lot of fun. The skill alone that it takes to play this game at a high level is... It takes a lot of skill, right? If you know what you're doing, then you can have a lot of fun with this game. Not saying that if you don't know what you're doing, you're not having fun, but... Blue Fire is a lot of fun. It's thrilling. It's intense, right? So... I just want people to understand that, in my opinion, I think Beenox is doing a good job. And I think instead of like trying to focus so much on like content. I think we should be focusing on like not begging, but like just trying to get the message across to Beenox that um, we want this game to be better when it comes to the gameplay itself, especially the online, because like I've written Activision some. I've written their feedback section. I wrote to them. I said, yo, if there's one thing that people come back to this game for, it's definitely the online. Like single player, like the adventure mode and stuff. Like once you're done with it, you're done with it. There's nothing else to do if you're 100% of the game. But the thing that makes you want to come back to this game is the online, right? The replayability of online and the rewards, the DLC, the Grand Prix. So I just really hope they fix this game soon, because like at this point, it's gone to me playing every day to me playing it like 3 times a week, or maybe twice a week. So, but yeah, you probably won't be seeing like the next Grand Prix is gonna start in like a few days, and if it doesn't fix anything besides just adding more content, um, then I don't know really. I might stop doing CTR videos like a lot for a while, because like I said, if they don't fix anything, then it's gonna be hard to find like the motivation to play this game. It's a shame really, because like this game is a lot of fun. I think this game is a really good game, and I hope in the future, and I hope the future comes soon. With season 4 coming soon. There's been data mines already about what's coming next, but I won't say what it is. I hope it fixes things, and that's all really. Thanks for listening to my rant. I guess it was more of a rant more than. Well, I hope you guys agree with me of what I said. With that said, thanks for watching, and let's see if season 4 fixes things for the future of CTR. Anyways, see you guys next time.